Okay, hi, my name is Andy Stevenson. I'm a silviculturist on the Peaks Ranger District on the Coconino National Forest, and we're getting ready to do some tree climbing. So here on the Coconino, this is the first time that we've collected seed from trees since 1988, and so we're very excited to be back climbing trees and collecting cone and seed again. And so today is the very first day that we're going out climbing and collecting cone. Today we're going to be climbing a southwestern white pine, and yeah, so what I've got here is I've got a Swiss ladder. I'm going to climb up the ladder into the live crown of the tree, and then from there I'll start free climbing to the top. And then once I get to the top, I'm going to use my lanyard and I'll clip into the tree, and then as I start making my way up from there, I'll be using some webbing, making loops around the tree, and then hooking it in with my rope here. And then I'll be collecting cone. I'll be putting it in this burlap sack that I've got tied to my waist. And then after I've collected a bunch of cone, then I'll be descending out of the tree. Either I'll free climb down, or I can put in this is called a friction saver, and I can hook it up to the rope and then descend out of the tree like a belay. So when I'm up there climbing and collecting cone, I've got two different pairs of gloves. One pair of gloves for climbing, and another pair of gloves for handling the cone, because there's a lot of sap on the cones. And so after I'm tied in at the top, I'll be moving around, maybe letting out the rope a little bit, grabbing some cones. If the cones are too far away for me to reach, I've got what's called a cone hook. And I can reach out, grab the cone from the end of the branch, pull the branches in and grab the cone. So anyway, it's very exciting, and I'll be climbing up the tree, and I'll see you up at the top of the tree.
You just climb?
Okay, so here I am at the top of the tree. I'm about, I think about 40 feet up in the air, and I'm nearly at the very top, and this is because this is where all the good cone is. So let me show you some of the cone that we have up here. See, there it is, with an easy pickings reach, all right? So that's some of the big cone that I'm going to be collecting. Now, way up here at the top of the tree, I'm tied in. So here you can see I've got some webbing that's wrapped around the tree. There's the carabiner, and there's my rope hooked into it. But further down, I'm also hooked in with my lanyard right here, and that's hooked into my belt, which is right here. All right. So I got two systems holding me into the tree. And so anyway, as you can see in the background there's the snowball, and there's the smoke from a prescribed fire that's going on this morning. Alright, it's time to go pick some cone. So I've just finished climbing the tree. The southwestern white pine can be a pretty challenging tree to climb. Let me show you why. So as you look up the tree, there are just lots and lots and lots of branches, and it's great for free climbing. You got lots of branches to hold on to, but you kind of have to be a contortionist to be able to get through and to climb up to the top of the tree. So it's great because it's nearly impossible to fall out of the tree once you're in the live crown, but there are a lot of branches that you have to wiggle yourself around. And but the other challenges that the southwestern white pine is that sometimes the live branches aren't that strong, so you really have to be careful that you're grabbing onto a decent sized branch and putting your feet on large branches that will be able to hold your weight. And then of course the other challenge is when you're climbing out of the tree. Let me show you the bag of cones that I collected. So this bag right here is about 30 pounds. And when you have 30 pounds hanging off your weight, swinging and getting hung up in other branches, you know, you have to take the time to make sure it gets down out of the tree properly and not throw you off balance. But it was a lot of fun. So I think we're going to have some southwestern white pine planting here in a couple of years.